Hey guys, today we're going to be reacting to a streamer nearly beat a man to death on stream by Charlie Penguin Zero. Here we go. Or Moist Critical.
What an unbelievably crazy week on Kick. I was just talking about the
Yeah, of course it's on Kick. I'm not really surprised at all.
French streamer Jean Parmenov, who passed away in his sleep on stream after a marathon of abuse from some
I'm probably going to do a video on that at some point, but Jesus.
other streamers.
Yeah.
And just now, I literally just finished streaming Resident Evil 6, and I was
nice.
taking a little tinkle, and I got sent a little something that is so diabolical.
Oh, I've seen this video. I'm sure you all know and you all have seen, but I want to say my opinion on this. That's why I'm doing this video. It's Raja Jackson.
I had to hop back in the saddle and yap about it. It is incomprehensible that yet another potential death was just streamed on Kick.
Yeah.
I'm recording this an hour after it happened, and the victim is currently still in the ICU, so
yeah.
I guess by the time I post this, I'll know whether or not they passed away, but I'm going to keep this part in here right now because
I think he's still alive right now. I'm not sure. I'll just have to do some research.
It's up in the air. A Kick streamer, Raja Jackson, who is the son of Rampage Jackson, and also a professional fighter, just went fucking ballistic on a wrestler during a wrestling event on stream. He picks the wrestler up, slams him on the mat, and then lays down 27 punches.
Yeah, 27. No matter what the hell you're gonna say, I've seen excuse after excuse for this guy. Excuse. Oh, he just did. He was premeditated. He smacked him with a bottle. It doesn't matter. The premeditated stuff doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that he slammed the dude on the ground and hit him in the head 27 times, even while he was unconscious. That's what matters, and people are making excuses about it.
To the man's skull.
Trying to defend Raja Jackson, when in this point in time, no one should be defending him.
Most of which were delivered while he was unconscious. And by the end of it, he is bleeding and bloodied. They couldn't wake him up. They said he was barely breathing.
Yeah, Raja Jackson needs to be punished for this. And Rampage Jackson, you should not. He's probably going to, but he should not bail his son out. He's probably going to, but I don't think he should bail his son out. I think what the best course of action right now is Raja turns himself in, he faces his punishment, he goes to jail for 20 to 30 years. And then Rampage also criticizes his son and says stuff like that. But I don't think that's what's going to happen.
And someone even used the word flatline, that he was flatlined in the ring.
Yeah, they couldn't get his pulse, which is a shame. And yeah, no, when you almost killed a guy, you shouldn't be like, oh, my bad. Yeah, you've seen this clip, obviously. Oh, my bad. Oh, whose fucking fault is it, huh? And the fact that he said he pissed him off. He already apologized to you. What the fuck, man, Raja? Like, dog, you can't just do shit like that. Inexcusable behavior.
This is not fake. This is not scripted.
Yeah, watch this shit. This is the video. Slam. Let me see. Is it an HD? Yeah, okay. Slams the wrestler. Raja's the one picking up right now. Slams the dude. He's already unconscious. Already, what Raja should have done is went, oh fuck. Can we get some help to this guy? Please. But instead, he continues to beat the shit out of him by punching him 20 times, 27 times in the head while he's already unconscious. Even if this guy manages to survive it, he's going to have permanent brain damage. He's already a veteran with PTSD who just wanted to wrestle for fun. And people say, oh, Raj thought it was a real fight, whatever. That doesn't matter. When the guy's knocked out, you better stop smacking him, when he's unconscious. That doesn't really matter if Raj thought it was a real fight. People are making excuse after excuse. Let's look at this. He's like punch 27 times. And why didn't the ref do shit? The ref was probably just like a pro wrestling ref, so at least in my opinion, I don't think he was an actual fighting ref. because it seemed like that he was a pro wrestler, so like WWE or stuff like that. You know, he didn't know that it was that Raja here was actually gonna slam him down and beat him 27 times in the head. I mean, granted, he still should have done something. I mean, he's trying at least, and this guy's trying, but he still should have called for backup or something. You know. There you go. Caesar dude in the pink hair. Got him. Yeah. Nice. Whoever that Lou was, nice job. Yeah. Yeah, and all the
I did my best
stuff,
to censor this. It is brutal.
You did a good job, most critical, but yeah, that's brutal. It is very
It is extremely hard to watch. I also cut the clip short, but they pan back and he is covered in blood.
Yeah, I don't think I can show that either. But what Raja did is unexcusable, and no one should just be able to walk free. But I unfortunately do think he's going to be able to walk free, just because he has a lot of money and his dad's a millionaire and stuff like that. I don't think Raja is going to go to jail for this. Even though I definitely have the same opinion as MMA Guru, and I do think that Raja should go to jail for this, and that he should turn himself in, and then he should realize what a piece of shit he is. But I don't think he's going to do that.
Raja Jackson is a professional fighter who has unloaded, I counted 27 blows to an unconscious man.
Yeah, it's not good.
And they all are connecting. This is not like fake. It's not like he's pulling any of his punches.
As you can clearly see in the clip, let's go back. Go back to the clip. This wasn't fake, by the way. He actually did this to the pro. Yeah, like most people said, he's swung, swings, keeps swinging. None of this was fake. He's actually, they're pulling back? No. He's going full force on the guy's head, even though the guy is already unconscious. Rampage Jackson should head to jail, straight to jail, but I don't think that's what's going to happen, unfortunately.
To censor this back, and he is a professional fighter to an unconscious man. They are all hitting squarely on this man's skull, bouncing his head off of the mat. And I said most of them were when he was unconscious. All of them are while he's unconscious. When I watched it back, it's clear that when...
Not a single punch was when he was still awake. He slammed the dude, made him unconscious, and then proceeded to barrel 27 full power shots into the man's skull. You could make excuse after excuse. I don't want to hear it. All I have to say is that you can't make excuses for this, because you just can't. Like, you're a shit person if you do something like this. And you deserve to go to jail or prison or maximum security. I don't fucking care. You deserve to go somewhere. You deserve to have a punishment. You deserve to go to jail, prison, maximum security prison. I don't care. You deserve whatever's coming to you. But bloody hippos, you're being harsh. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care if I'm being harsh. It's reality, okay? You gotta face the facts, and you gotta face the facts that Raja Jackson should go the fuck to jail.
He slammed him on the mat, his head hit the mat, and it knocked him out immediately. So all 27, potentially more, punches that he threw were on an unconscious man.
Yeah, all of them were. He wasn't awake during a single one of those. He didn't know what was going on. He probably thought, I wonder what he was thinking inside his head when he was unconscious. I wonder how his family's doing. God, his poor family. What you did to this man will never be undone. Raja, you hear me? I don't care if you're a pro fighter. I'm going to speak directly to Raja Jackson right fucking now. You're a piece of shit, and you deserve to go to fucking jail. You deserve whatever's coming to you, and you deserve to be in jail. I'm not afraid to say that.
That can be fatal. That is most oftentimes fatal. And he wasn't done either.
Yeah, the guy could have died. He probably will die. You know, it's not like he's going to be fine. Like, Jesus.
It's not like he just stopped and said, okay, well, that's plenty. I've had my fill. He was...
Yeah, he kept going. He would have done more if the pink-haired dude or the other dudes didn't pull him off of the wrestler. He would have probably done like 50 or so. That guy his body would have been a puddle in the floor, and he probably would have killed him if they didn't pull up and tell him to stop or get him off of him. You know, he probably would have killed him. That's probably what would have happened. Right then and there, the guy, he already flatlined, but it would have been much, much bloodier. It would have been much worse for the wrestler. Thank God the people did pull him off, but the point of the matter is that you got to realize that Roger Jackson still would have kept going if they didn't pull him off. He would have killed that guy. He would have been arrested for murder, and he probably still will be arrested for murder, but he would have had a higher charge, and that poor guy would have been dead, and his whole family would have been crying, and I'm sure they are right now, but you know what I mean? Like, he would have been on a puddle. Like,
still going. The only reason there weren't more punches thrown by him is because the other wrestlers were able to separate him. But he was fighting against them to go back and keep beating.
Yeah, exactly. You saw that he was resisting to try and go back and beat the shit out of the wrestler still. It took like 3 or 4 guys. You can't just do this, Raja.
This unconscious man. He probably wouldn't have stopped punching him until his head popped like a balloon. It's extremely scary, and even if he does pull through, this could have life-changing repercussions.
I'm pretty sure it will have life-changing things. You can't just walk away from 27 punches to the head. I'm pretty sure it will have. Russia would have damaged the guy permanently. Like, this will not. This will have consequences to the guy's health. And he was already a military vet with PTSD. And, like, he was older, you know? This poor guy and this poor family. Like, can you imagine what you did, Roger? You gotta face your facts. You gotta turn yourself in. And you gotta go fucking go to jail, you piece of crap. I hope that whatever happens to you in there is well deserved.
Repercussions with brain damage and so many other complications for the rest of his life, if he even survives, which we don't know yet.
Yeah, we really don't know.
Apparently flatlined in the ring and is currently still in the ICU, and we don't have any updates. This is
yeah, we don't really have any
terrifying stuff. Hello, it's Charles, first thing in the morning here.
Oh, here
we and we don't have a ton of official updates on the condition of that wrestler. But the father of Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson, gave an update where he is saying that Syko Stu, that's the name of the wrestler.
Here we go. Here's going to be Rampage Jackson's full response tweet. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Raja. I've been confirmed that the wrestler, Stuart Smith, aka Syko Stu, is awake and stable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. Wrong. It was a couple days before his match. Roger was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. Well, it wasn't. It was bad judgment and work that went wrong. Well, no. Your son did this on purpose. Roger's probably another pro wrestler. True. I know this involved in an event like this. Yeah, I agree with that part. He did not have any business being in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're saying you don't condone them, but who knows what the real truth is? And you'll see if you bail him out or not. We'll have to see due to that. He suffered contusion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to contact. Well, that just sounds like an excuse, Rampage, for your son that you said he suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to contact. If he had suffered that concussion a couple days ago, he still had you would still have the reasonable thing to say, oh, I should not do this, or I should do this. You will probably still have the reasonable function. Now, I'm not sure, I've never been concussed, but you probably still tell from right from wrong, as a father, and be concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. I mean, you should be. Your son beat the shit out of someone for no good reason. I'm not saying there's a good reason, but he beat the shit out of him. Like, you should be concerned with his health and well-being. I'm very certain. You should be very upset that any of this happened. Who knows what the truth is? Your main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. Yeah, you should concerned about that. Okay. I apologize on his behalf and to kick for the situation. Now, I don't think you should apologize for your. I know it's your son. I know why you have to apologize for your son, and I know why you're doing this, but I do not think you should be doing this. Because your son is 25 years old, he's an adult, he has his own mindset, he has his own abilities. I do not think you should be apologizing for your son. I do think you should let your son be punished for this instead of you apologizing for him. Because, oh, it may be his son, but come on. Parents and sons, dads and sons are very different, can be very different, have very different personalities, have very different growing come ups, have very different, everything. So you shouldn't blame yourself for what your son has done. I get why you are apologizing, but I don't really think you should. Unless, of course, you bail him out, but then it's going to be a half-assed apology if you bail him out and say, "Oh, my son learned his lesson." No, the fuck he didn't. No, the fuck he didn't. He would have had the appropriate punishment if he learned his lesson. If you bail him out, that's what I'm gonna say.
Is alive and is stable, and he also says that he's clearing up misinformation about his son. But then in his statement, he doesn't clear up any misinformation. He just confirms what everyone already knows, that this was.
Yeah, he doesn't clear up any misinformation. He just confirms it.
Completely out of control, inexcusable behavior that Rampage Jackson also doesn't condone.
Yeah.
So I don't know what misinformation he thinks he's clearing up with this. He's just agreeing with what everyone else is saying, that his son went fucking berserk. I guess maybe the misinformation demon that he was exercising here was about his son actually getting like the permission for payback on Syko Stu for an earlier confrontation. And what he's referring to there is they had like a little beef before the event started.
No matter what beef is, there's no excuse for what he did. But yeah, we'll go on with stuff beef.
And someone had told Raja Jackson that he could like double leg take down Syko Stu in the ring and then throw like a fake punch, and that would.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, you could double leg him and then throw a fake punch. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Be it to like settle the beef and create like this storyline. Exactly. But Raja Jackson on stream, on camera, says that he is going to hurt Syko Stu.
Yeah, I feel like after that they should have never put him in a ring with Syko Stu, because on camera Raja said he would hurt him, so I would assume they would listen. But I thought maybe they thought he was joking for the storyline.
He said he will not stop punching him until people will yank him off of him,
which is exactly what happened. So in hindsight, maybe you should have predicted this and never had him in the ring.
So he took that like pseudo invite, like green light to be involved in the wrestling event, as a permission slip to go brutally assault.
He basically took the invite to the permission slip to basically beat the shit out of the guy, the wrestler, and almost kill him. Yeah.
This man and beat him within an inch of his life. Yeah. Like, I think you could also make a case that this is attempted murder. This was.
I do agree, yes. You could say this is attempted murder. I fully believe this is attempted murder, and he should go to jail.
Premeditated assault that he planned on not stopping at any point until third parties intervened. Like, I really think you could make like a real argument that he had went in there with the full intentions of killing Syko Stu. That's what it looks like to me.
Tell you guys this. They told me.
I agree. I mean, I think it went full well that he was gonna try and kill him.
Me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you. I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch.
That's indefensible. You can see him literally planning it off the back of them giving him like the instructions for a work where he'd come in and he'd deliver like a hit, like a.
There's no excuse for that. You can tell that in the phone call. You can hear that he's planning it.
Fake hit, and then he'd be pulled off, and that'd be the end of it. And he is saying, "But watch this. I'm going to keep punching him." Yeah. Like, he is blatantly stating this. It is very clearly a premeditated assault. And like I said, I really think his goal was to kill Syko Stu there. Yeah. It really seems like that was his mission. And you can't chalk this up to confusion where he was directed to do something but then just went a little...
Yeah, you can't make an excuse that he was confused or that there was some bullshit or whatever the fuck. You can't make an excuse that he was confused about anything.
Far, like, mistakenly. He is, with his own voice, his own vocal folds, flapping with their own volition here. He is stating, they told me to do this, but instead, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. They flat out told him what they wanted him to do. And he said, nah, I'm going to do this instead, knowing full well that he could almost kill the fucking guy. But he still did it. Because he's a piece of fucking shit.
I'm going to punch him as many times as I possibly can. He is stating clearly that they told him one thing, and he is not doing that. Instead, he is going to punch the shit out of him, beat him within an inch of his life.
Exactly, yeah.
You can't possibly say that he just got confused with the stage directions here of the storyline. He is saying that he is going to go punch him as many times as possible and disregard what they said he is permitted to do, like what they planned on. It is premeditated assault by every possible definition. Now, what started all of this, and I've seen people joke.
All right, we're gonna see what started all of this drama about, Syko Steve and Raja Jackson. But
talking about it like, oh, haha, Raja Jackson must not know that wrestling is fake, and he thought the heel was being mean to his favorite babyface, so he took matters into his own hands, tee-hee-hee. But what actually happened is Raja Jackson was touring the event and meeting the wrestlers backstage, and of course the wrestlers are all playing characters, and when it comes to wrestling, there's a little something called kayfabe, and so they are going to portray their character to the best of their ability and keep everything as authentic and genuine as possible. And Syko Stu was in character and misunderstood that Raja Jackson was not a worker in the event.
Worry about him. Syko Stu. Worried about Syko Stu.
Syko Stu.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little...
Oh, you don't sell it?
Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will. We're good.
And he takes it way too far when he takes a beer can. I don't know if it's like a real beer can or like one of those breakaway like stunt ones, but he takes it and he crushes it on Raja Jackson's head. Then you can see him get really fired up about it, and all the other wrestlers are also saying to Syko Stu, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's not like a worker here or anything. That was too far. And that's what started this. And then Raja Jackson waited until their match. Then he stormed in and then beat him potentially to death for it. Now, I think if Raja Jackson had swung on Syko Stu after the beer can thing, you could definitely make a
argument for self-defense. Yeah, you definitely could make an argument for self-defense because he didn't know it was a fake beer can. He thought it was a real one, so you could have made defense there. But once he found out that it was a fake one, that's where you should stop defending it.
Strong case that he was acting in self-defense, because that is unexpected, it was unprovoked, and it was kind of a crazy thing for Syko Stu to do, not knowing for sure if Raja Jackson was a worker in the event or not. It was a bad judgment call for sure from Stu. And he was just like, what?
Yeah, I mean, people make mistakes all the time. Yeah, it was kind of a bad judgment call, but you can't make excuses for what Raja Jackson proceeded to do after this.
Way too fucking committed to being the heel. Like, he was really deep into his method acting, like fucking Shia LaBeouf style, and he did the beer can thing, and it was definitely over the line. But here's something a lot of people aren't showing enough of, that Syko Stu was very apologetic when he learned that Raja Jackson was not a worker at the event. He apologized 3 times. They shook hands multiple times.
They shook hands. He apologized 3 times, yes. Psycho Steve did apologize multiple times, so they should have just left it at that. Raja Jackson should have just left it at that, accepted the apology, and moved the fuck on.
And Raja said, like, hey, it's good, I get it. Multiple times. Meanwhile, he was just, like, bubbling with anger, waiting for his chance.
Exactly. Like, you can pull up the clips. I'll show you guys. Like, you can see the clips of him apologizing, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Pull up. See, yeah. Here we are.
To fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm sorry, bro. Hey,
Exactly.
I apologize.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were camera.
I get it.
We're gonna work it out. Well, he's gonna come out on your matches. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah.
Like, that's the apology, but he still beat the shit out of him. So.
To fucking assault this man.
To fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah. Hello.
I apologize.
I appreciate it.
Exactly, yeah. See, the apology. Like,
Camera.
I get it.
We're gonna work it out. Well, he's gonna come out on your matches. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying? We're always working.
Yeah, exactly.
What a fucking worm. This is some slimy
fucking asshole. Fucking asshole piece of shit that deserves to be in jail.
Behavior here. This is some turbo ass. Raja Jackson is now pretending that he understands and forgives Syko Stu, who is very apologetic, mind you, and he's explaining, like, look, I saw the cameras, I thought that this was like another work, that we were building a storyline, this and that, and Raja Jackson's like, no, I get it, and he's like shaking his hand and everything. Meanwhile, he is actively planning
to beat the shit
assaulting
out of
this man.
Yeah.
Beating him unconscious and fucking...
until he almost fucking dies, or he was planning to kill him.
Leaving him eating meals through a straw.
Exactly.
As he is like pretending to let bygones be bygones here and that they're on good terms. Yeah. That's fucking unhinged. Now, before showing you some more of the aftermath here, let me introduce you to Syko Stu. I think you should get a little...
Yeah, here we are as Syko Stu as a person.
A little bit of the lore behind this wrestler that Raja Jackson beat so severely, hospitalizing in the ICU, and apparently caused to flatline in the ring.
Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out.
Fuck off. He was military guy too. Yeah, this is fucked.
The military, I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. Exactly. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would.
Yeah. Exactly. Syko Stu is a veteran who was suffering from PTSD
in the moment that... Sorry, I paused on that.
Found wrestling.
Whatever.
As a.
There we go. He was wrestling. Because he wanted to focus on something and he didn't want all the rage to get to him. That's fair. I actually do martial arts for the same reason. I don't want all my rage to get to me. That's fair. Sometimes it still does, but that happens. But yeah, he was Syko Steve was a wrestler who was an American soldier who had PTSD still.
Means of escapism and fell in love with the sport, and now is currently hospitalized in the ICU, but apparently is stable, so hopefully Rampage Jackson,
he's stable, so he's probably gonna live, hopefully,
is accurate with that claim that he is alive and stable. That would be wonderful news, but what an unbelievable set of circumstances that led to his hospitalization.
Even if he is stable, Roger should still go to jail. Still, even if people argue, oh, he's stable, we didn't kill him, he can beat the shit out of him, whatever. That doesn't matter. You still need to go to jail.
In here. Yes, he made a mistake with Rampage Jackson's son here, not knowing whether or not he was a worker and still building the storyline anyway under the impression he was. Yeah. But it's not a mistake that should have led to something like
this,
This, especially when he did everything in his power to try and rectify it and try and apologize.
He tried to do everything to make up for it. And Raja Jackson still beat the shit out of him for doing that. Like, that's fucked up. You know how fucked up that is? He just still beat the shit out of him?
For his mistake and explain why it happened and ensure that it was totally unintentional and there wasn't meant to be any bad blood or anything. And he thought that
they settled it. He thought that they settled it, but they, I guess, Raja didn't feel like they did.
He did accomplish that, but clearly Raja Jackson didn't actually think so. He was just acting. Raja Jackson was flexing his thespian skills here when he was pretending.
He was pretending to get along with Syko Stu so that way he could beat the shit out of him later. This pisses me off!
That everything was okay between those two, because what he was actually doing was plotting a premeditated assault on Syko Stu. Again, that potential argument of self-defense, that has poofed away like
It's supposed to be gone. Don't argue about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this whole situation, because this is fucked. You know, this is fucked. Like, and I'm of the opinion of the fact that if you do something like this, you deserve to go to jail. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me, because I think most people would.
Meet Turner's fairy godparents. That ship sailed a long time ago because he didn't act in response to the threat. Like, after the beer can was crushed on his head, which, again, he wasn't expecting, and that can be dangerous, but he didn't, like, act in the heat of the moment to defend himself from that or anything. Instead, he let it marinate, let his rage bubble up, and then waited for his opportunity to get revenge later. There is no longer a possible case of self-defense here. Yes, he was wronged, but he didn't, like, try and...
Back then, there was self-defense, and I'm sorry, that's the rain that applies. Back then, there was self-defense argument, but now there still isn't, because it way the fuck
defend himself from that threat or anything. He pretended to, like, move on from it with the guy who did it, and then waited to attack him later. And I think you can make a very strong case that it was attempted murder. At the very least, it is a premeditated assault. And based on the things he was saying leading up to it, and based on the behavior in the ring when he was delivering 27-ish blows to an unconscious man's skull, I really think there is a strong argument to be made that he was in there doing that solely to try and kill him. All of this on stream, mind you, and you can even...
Yeah, he's recording. You can see the blows. You can hear the blows. You can do everything. He was doing this on stream. He did not give a fuck. He thought he was spoiled life. He thought he could get away with this. He thought he could get away with this, and no one would bat an eye because his father is a fighter. Or he's a fighter. He thought he could get away with this. And now he's seeing the consequences of his actions. He thought he could get away with it. He can't. No matter how much money you have, I don't think you should be able to get away with this. And he's not. I don't think he's going to. I think, one hand, his dad will have enough money to get him free. On the other hand, I don't think his dad would do it. Should do it. He might, but I don't think his dad should free him because he should learn his lesson.
See him respond to the news that the guy that he just unloaded 27 punches on in the ring while he was unconscious is potentially flatlined.
Are you gonna show us? Oh, here we go. Yep.
Hello?
Hey, where the hell you at? I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up.
Exactly, yeah. He got pissed off, but that wasn't an excuse for what he did.
My bad.
My bad? My bad is your reaction. My bad. What the fuck?
I'll call you back later.
This guy does not seem to care at all. This is a fucking monster.
Yeah, he's spoiled. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody else except for what his feelings, and anyone else doesn't fucking matter to him.
Monster right here. In response to hearing that the guy flatlined, he just says, "My bad."
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's crazy. Kratos had more empathy for the people that he killed.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
In very similar fashion, by the way, with like the unbelievable amount of blows to the head. But at least in Kratos' case, the people he was fighting, they were at least conscious. All of these were delivered to an unconscious man. A man who never even saw this coming, by the way, because he
he didn't see any of it.
storms into the ring, grabs him, and then slams him. So it wasn't even a fight, but he walks away feeling so fucking tough and accomplished about it with no remorse at all for potentially killing this man.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them was a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit.
Shut the fuck up. You need to learn punishment. You need to get punished.
Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit.
Well, that's because you are. You spoiled little bitch. I'll say it again. Bitch. 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 You're a bitch. That's what you
Not
are.
no fucking bitch, bro.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self.
Stand up? You're defending yourself? You're saying it's reasonable for a guy to unmeditated almost to kill someone? You're saying it's reasonable to kill. You're saying it's reasonable to almost kill someone. What? You're saying it's reasonable to do this?
Because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro.
Hopes gets punished so badly. Please.
Real shit!
He's walking away from this with his chin held high, extremely proud of what's unfolded here. It seems like this might be the happiest moment of his life. The way that he is perceiving this is him standing up for himself. He is not able to have a grasp on the severity
what he did. Yeah, he's proud. He's arrogant and proud. He's proud of this. Yeah. He's proud.
of what just happened here. He thinks that because the disrespect that he encountered earlier in the day, he was entirely justified to potentially
murder someone. Potentially murder someone. He thought it was justified just because he faced one little disrespect of a bottle. But it was justified to kill Syko Stu. Kill him! He thought he was justified because I faced disrespect. I'm a whiny little bitch and my name is Raja Jackson. Shut the fuck up.
Murder this man. And by the way, the wrestlers that were calling him a bitch, well, I imagine they were saying that because he basically sucker punched this guy potentially to death. The guy never even had a chance to fight back because he came into the ring when his back was turned, slammed him down immediately.
Yeah, his back was turned, so he couldn't do anything.
Exactly. Knocking him unconscious. It wasn't even a fight, it was a surprise attack. So I imagine that's what he's referencing when it comes to the wrestlers like insulting him and the one that bit him, with everyone that was like getting on top of Raja to get him away from Syko Stu on the ground because he was still going back to try and make sure he was dead, it seems. Now, in the rest of the...
Yeah, he wanted to go back and make sure that he killed the guy. If that isn't fucked, I don't know what is.
The clip here, one of the wrestlers from the event starts walking towards...
Tell me what you guys think. Was Raja Jackson justified somehow? Was Syko Steve a little too far? Yeah, and a little bit at the beginning, but not after that, you know? Did Syko Steve deserve what happened to him? Let me know what you guys think. I personally think he did not. He does not deserve to get his ass whooped. He did not deserve to get his ass beaten. No. I don't think he deserved any of it. Any of this. I do not think he deserved any of this. Not one bit of him getting almost killed.
Them talking to them, trying to get them to stay. Probably until police get there would be my guess. But he is talking to them and he is shit-talking, trying to goad him into staying. And he's like talking about like, I'll fight you right now. And then it's a back and forth. But Raja Jackson reiterates that he wants to fight more of them there. He wants to continue.
He wants to continue fighting people. He wants to continue probably killing people. He's a psychotic bitch who doesn't deserve the light of day in society. Jail.
To beat people within an inch of their life there. It's scary. Yeah, I cannot imagine a world where he does not go to jail for this. I really can't. Rampage Jackson has tons and tons of money, sure, but I don't know if he's going to be able to outspend the attempted murder charges that his son just racked up here. Now, of course, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't have like a magic crystal ball that I can ponder the orb of to see.
If this was my son, if I don't have any children, if this was my son, yeah, you're gonna fucking rot in jail, sorry.
See the future, but my guess would be that there will be attempted murder charges for this incident. Because I mean, I really think it's like it feels like that's what the goal here
is. Yeah, I feel like that's what the goal here is. They're going to get him for attempted murder. Yeah.
Was when Raja Jackson was delivering these blows. I mean, I think at bare minimum you're getting some serious assault charges. Like no matter what, I think he should be thrown in the slammer for this.
Yes,
this behavior is completely
unacceptable. I knew you were going to say that because I watch you a lot. Yeah, he's a bitch. He's a bitch.
Acceptable. He knew exactly what he was doing. He even on stream states what he's about to do. And he clearly doesn't stop until he is pulled off and then still wants to keep going. All these blows delivered to an unconscious man. How could you possibly say this is anything other than him?
How could you possibly say this is justified? How?
Trying to kill him. It's fucking sickening. Now, like I said at the start of the video, I've recorded all of this pretty much immediately after it happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we still don't know how Syko Stu is doing, if he's going to pull through from all of this or not. But by the time I post this video, I imagine we'll have some kind of update. So I'll go ahead and put that at the beginning of the video. But as of right now, fingers crossed that he pulls through. Like, yeah, he definitely did make a big mistake with the beer can thing, but I don't think it's something that should have cost him his life.
It's not something he should have costed him his life, his whole life. He should have lived if he didn't die already. You know, he shouldn't have costed him his whole life.
Here in this manner, this shit is unhinged.
Yeah. It's
anyway, that's really about it.
Yeah, I think we're done. I'm pissed off. We're done. Rampage Jackson, I have to say one last thing. Go fuck yourself. You're a little bitch, and you deserve to be in prison. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next video. This is pissing me the fuck off. I want to be done. Alright, thank you all for watching. Let me know, if you've gotten this far, let me know what you guys think of this whole situation. Like, if somehow Rampage Jackson Raja Jackson was justified, and how, if he was, how, if he wasn't, how, was Syko Steve justified with the bottle? Of course not. If you think that, then let me know, whatever. But was it justified for Raja Jackson to kill him? No, it wasn't. And if somehow, give me a reason if you agree, comment below. But I probably won't really look at it that much. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, I guess. I'm just unfortunate that something like this really happened, and the reason I made this video was so that I could speak up about it and how fucked it really is.